Oh yeah.
Yo, what up, 33? Tell me something good.
Everybody.
You know, they tell me life don't come with no manual, so we're going to take it a day at a time.
Man, about time you got here, man. Light your cigar, do whatever you gotta do. Get comfortable so we can get this game going.
Oh, shit, what do you need to come out?
Man, just hold your man, man. That's all you gotta do. Play some defense.
Man, too late, man. Domino, game.
Good days, great nights. Good days, great nights. Oh yeah, ah yeah, yeah. Everybody love a good day, but I know I love a great night. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Mm.
Well. We back again. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning into the Good Days, Great Nights podcast. Like I tell y'all all the time, this one gonna be a special. What's wrong, big brother? Talk to me. It's gonna be special? Okay. If you know me in the cigar world, they call me 33. Some people call me Cool Breeze Al on the gram. Alicia and Harrison's father or daddy, depending on what demographic you in. Your auntie's favorite podcast host. She been looking for me. She said, I ain't been seeing you on the internet. What's going on? And your uncle's favorite nephew, he told me about them Cowboys and how we still holding it down, so it's been good. And he told me that the NBA season was getting ready to start. Like I tell y'all all the time, it's going to be a special one. Anytime I get to break bread with my people, we do this thing a little different here, though. We base it off something different. A lot of times people base it off of what they heard about you, but not what they really know. Absolutely. So we're going to do this one in the sense of music and a road trip. So if you was going anywhere right now, we about to go outside, jump in the hoop. It's you and your people, me and my people.
All right.
My people don't know you, and they got to get to know you. What city, what state, country, where you want to go?
It's crazy because I like Atlanta.
You like
but
Atlanta?
When I think about going somewhere, I really want to go to like a beach. So I say Florida or something. But we ain't driving to Florida.
Okay.
Can we just get off the plane and get in the...
We can get off the plane and get into the joint.
In the rental.
That's
Boom.
cool. Okay, so since you picked Florida, that means you've been there before.
Yeah.
So you got to drive us to the... Are we staying at the resort or we Airbnb in it? What we doing?
We Airbnb in it.
Okay, so it's your turn to drive.
Yeah.
You got the aux wire and the Bluetooth. What 5 songs are you going to pick so the homie in the back know how cool you is?
You know what? The homie in the back might be a little upset when we first hop in the car because...
Because what?
At that moment, I'm praying I'm glad that we made it, right? So I'm most definitely
he ain't gonna be
about to
mad about that.
I got to turn on the church music. Just that one song so I can let God know that I'm thankful.
Talk to me.
Right, so it would be Kirk Franklin, Smile. It's my favorite.
Okay, I
Because it's
like where this is going.
yeah, I'm happy I made it, Jesus.
Okay.
Like that. So that's the first one. And then I probably would play, let's see. Dang, in what order? My second one would be Janelle Monáe.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. I guess I gotta tell you why though.
Tell me a little bit. Give me a little bit.
The song, the words, the lyrics, I can't even say them all. I'm gonna have to start singing. It don't sound good when I sing. But it's just like, I don't care what nobody think.
Okay.
I don't care if I was the only one that loved me or the only one that thinks something is cool.
I'm for me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then remember y'all was talking how y'all was talking?
Yeah.
It didn't mess with my pride, my confidence. I'm me.
Okay.
So I like that, regardless if you do or not. So it's that one.
All right.
And then,
Too strong. I need 3 more.
let's see. Dang, dedication, Nipsey Hussle.
Got to have a nip.
Yeah, for sure. He's my boy. Just because he always remind me to be dedicated to something and don't stop.
Yeah.
And remember that, like, when I guess that's going a little bit too far, but when I did my first book, it was, like, based off of him for real.
Okay.
Well, when I published it, because it was already wrote, it was just kind of like, yeah, I got to do this. I got to leave something.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to put this out there. So Nipsey Hussle always reminds me of, well, that song reminds me, don't nothing stop me. I'm black. I got, you know what I mean? I'm going to own my own stuff. So that was 3, right? Let me see. Another one. Dang, how am I feeling? Sometimes I be in my feelings. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, that's cool.
In my feelings. Let me see. I like. Let me see. What would get me in a mood to get hype? That dedication always do it for me. But I'm gonna say, dang, they ain't gonna want to ride with me.
Yeah, they are.
They ain't gonna.
We got some good ones so far.
I'ma say,
you need 2 more. You just need 2 more to walk on in.
Let me see.
We just pulled up to the gate.
Yeah, Ron.
Okay.
And it's a few. I might even do a little mix on that.
Ron mix.
Yeah,
okay.
most definitely. So one of them be 50s, because I'm sorry, it's just where I'm from. You said 33. I'm over here feeling like Stacia called me 53. I don't know.
Okay.
So I was like him and like kind of mix it up. Hey, honey, in there, all, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But then Yes Sir, that's my absolute favorite. So I would end it with that one, with the little mix.
Okay.
Because that one is just like a battle with yourself and just
So
staying
50s
grounded.
and then what's the last one?
It's Yes Sir.
Yes, sir.
Around, yeah.
Okay.
Just staying grounded, because you know when you out of town, anything can happen.
Okay.
So listen, do I want to be calm
Yeah.
or do I want to be angry? So it's like I'm battling this thing, but I'm gonna choose the high road. You know what I mean? And stay grounded. And I'm gonna be cool.
I like this.
Oh, yeah.
I like this. One more.
Oh, dang.
One more. Give me one more.
All right, so I'm gonna go with this one. I always get them hype. Dreams and Nightmares.
Meek. Okay.
Meek.
Okay.
Because how can you not? Okay, so now we got this out the way.
Yeah.
We gonna bounce it out, and then before we hop out the car, we on that. Hold on, wait a minute.
That's the part.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I would do that.
So do me a favor, man. Without further ado, would you introduce yourself for me, please?
Yes, I'm Tanika.
Come
Hey,
on, give it to
y'all.
me.
My name is Tanika. I am, what I tell you where I'm from. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm an author. I'm a motivational speaker.
Okay.
A mother.
All right.
A friend. Just a cool person.
I appreciate you for coming, Tanika.
Absolutely.
I do.
Thank you for having me, because I almost definitely was nervous, but I think you're a cool person. I was like, I feel kind of famous being on your.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it and run with it. That's the gist of it.
Yeah,
but it's
I like
it's the ideal that people need to know people from different walks of life.
Absolutely.
Not just music, not just movies, not just video type stuff or IG famous or stuff, but just everyday people that kind of go through their own different things and stuff like that. So
Most
it's
definitely.
important that we give this to the city and to the world.
Right.
The goal is somebody was to come in the city and they want to be around an author or somebody of that sort, they know who to go see.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's coming. Just hold,
Yeah.
listen. Just don't faint.
It's deeper than that. The books just put it out there. That was
Yeah.
it. It's a platform.
So Arthur, right? Been writing books. How long we been doing this?
Since 2019. Well, I was journaling for years, but actually to publish something was in 2019. September is when Nipsey Hussle passed away in March.
Yeah.
And then so that's when I started the self-publishing process.
Yes, ma'am.
And got it. Like I kept getting it. I'm like, it had to be perfect. So in September, it was my birthday, and it was like a birth of something. I feel like God always.
September what?
10th, Virgo.
Yeah, it's real. It's just I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know, you know.
Yeah, the 10th.
So 17. That's 3 days. These threes is kind of getting in there.
But you know what?
Okay.
You the 7th. That's my favorite number.
Listen,
So,
we good. We tied in.
I think we good.
We tied in.
Yeah.
So check this out. In the author's mind, 24 hours in a day. What does that look like for you?
Like, it goes 1,000 miles a minute. Like, I'm always thinking and then overthinking. Like, the other day I was telling a friend of mine, well, actually, I was telling her earlier the other day, I was kind of looking in the mirror. It could be random stuff. I'm looking in the mirror, and I was like, I'm damaged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, dang. You know how I'm just looking like, what the heck? Just out of nowhere, and then it was like damaged goods. I was like, is this is this a book? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, okay. So first thing I did was went and start writing.
Yeah.
Actually, I started typing it. And it just kind of flowed out, and I couldn't stop. And I was like, dang, okay, so is this supposed to be a book, God? What is this? But it was just like, I feel like a motivation thing, because it just stopped at the end. It was like, it was done, one sheet, and that was it. But then after that, it was like, okay, guys, so what's next? So my mind is just constantly going. It's constant, like, just ideas and thoughts. If something is strong in my mind, I'll write it down. Or if it's like something I ain't got nothing to write, I'll put it in my phone. It's just like it's always different ideas. It's always like, I feel like my mind is always racing. It never calms down, but it's always something that I feel like is to give to somebody because it wouldn't be on my mind as heavy or as much if I wasn't supposed to. It's crazy.
No, that's
a lot. No, it's a lot being an author, depending on the type of author you are, I guess, maybe.
So we're gonna definitely come right back to that because
Okay.
I got an idea and I got a question.
Okay.
So with that, being an author, your mind's always constantly going, mother, go to work, take care of your family and everything that's like that, right? When is that time that your mind gets to shut down for yourself?
I'm gonna be honest, it don't. It's crazy because it's. I don't know if I could say it's because I'm a mother, because I'm an author, or because of. I'm always trying to find a way to get to somebody else because it's just bigger than being a mother.
Gotcha.
I can't leave with just people like, oh yeah, she was a mother, she had 4 kids.
Yeah.
I can't leave with just, oh yeah, she wrote 3 books. I can't leave like that. So
Right.
I'm constantly thinking of something. I'm constantly trying to figure out a way to leave some kind of legacy behind for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like my mind, it never stops. And it's bad because I would probably have to take some melatonin or something to really relax, seriously, or find something else to do to take my mind off of thinking. So it's hard. It's like a lot of times it don't. And it's not a good thing, but that's just real.
So I will challenge you because
Okay.
we're at the end of October. So this is like, excuse me, breast cancer awareness, but on top of it is mental health, mental health
definitely.
awareness. So I challenge everybody to get that time. Excuse me. That time is needed so we can reset every day.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you come into a wall when you don't reset. So I definitely challenge you to do that. But you just said something that made my eyes stand up. And the reason why I made my eyes stand up because I don't think a lot of people understand what it's like to identify being damaged goods. As a person, me and my guy, the man, the myth, we talk a lot. And for the last 5-6 months, well, I'll say longer than that, last year and a half, I felt like I was damaged goods. Like, how would I be accepted back into the world? Just because of the fact that things changing. And then you look at your life and you kind of like analyzing it like, dang, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong?
Absolutely.
What's my purpose? And then so you think your purpose is one way. And then, saying quickly, abruptly, you got to turn. And now you looking at it, I felt like as a father of 2, you're now damaged goods because you get a label. You see what I'm saying? College dropout. One of your goals, something on your bucket list. My goal was to pledge a fraternity, graduate, have some fraternity friends, and some other stuff.
You too?
Play sports.
Right.
And it just didn't come to pass like that. So I had to understand that you're still good to God. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Even when it doesn't seem like it, you're still good to God. So with that, if it was only a sheet, right? Do you think that sheet can be like some kind of like visualization?
Most definitely. So when I wrote, let me tell you a little about it. When I wrote it, the top at the beginning it said damaged goods, and that was it. Because I literally thought it was a book.
Yeah.
So I wrote it that way, and then something was just like, give people the definition of damaged.
Yeah.
So I went and I looked up the definition and I put that right up under it.
Right.
And then it just kind of started flowing. And just like you said, you get a label, or I even kind of took it like, you go to a store and you see a can that's dented. Yeah. Nobody wants to buy it because they think what's inside is bad, right? So they push it to the side. Or, you go to a store and like one of those Ross or something.
Yeah.
And they get it. It's marked down because of the stitching or something like that.
Come on now.
So nobody want it, right?
Yeah.
But all at the same time, that can that's all dented, if you get it, it could be the best green beans you ever had.
Yeah.
Or those pans, they could be your favorite. It can turn into that. So it was like, just looking at the outside, of course people always want to think about your past or think about what your reputation, or just from what they see. Like right now, like I was telling my friend, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, shoot, I got my hair cut yesterday. I had some stuff going on. I was real sick. And my hair came out, I had long hair. And so yesterday I had to go get all my hair cut to get it back right. So I didn't feel comfortable with my hair. So I'm like, oh my God, what I'm gonna do with these? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can get some earrings, lashes, But just so happened it didn't work out that way. And I was like, so I'm gonna have to go in real form.
Yeah.
To somebody else looking at me, it may look a mess.
Yeah.
But what's on the inside of me is amazing. So I don't even need to do all of that. But going back, it's just like when somebody sees something so messed up, like you said, you feel like you damaged because of this, because of that. God does it for a reason. Like literally though.
Right.
He puts dents and bruises and different stuff on people for you to stand out for a reason.
So people can see you.
Yes.
They won't
talk to you.
If you don't got no dirt on you, you know what I'm saying? They ain't it's like
what are you there for?
Yeah. And I don't trust that you've been through enough to tell me anything.
Exactly. And that's horrible.
Yeah.
But all at the same time, it's a blessing.
Right.
It's a blessing because it's like people are popular.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because of who they are, who they family are, you know, who their family is or whatever. Yeah. But it's people like, I'm going to say, I don't know exactly what you've been through. People like me that's been through some crazy stuff like death after death. You know what I mean? All kind of stuff. And they like, this girl's a hot mess. But they also know me by that. So when stuff happens, they look to me like, what did you do to get through that?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you a mess. You a mess. I'm a widow and all kind of shit. I mean, it's some stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but they like, oh, nah. Just because she's been through that or she looks like that, I still want to know what's on the inside. Or I still need that. So when I got to the bottom, it was like some stuff also can be, even if it's damage, it don't necessarily mean it's good on the inside. Yeah. It could be toxic things. Because I know I can be toxic sometimes, honestly. And that's what I put on that paper. It's crazy. I wanted to print it and bring it to you. And I was just like, I can be that. Yeah. But all at the same time, it's just up to you what to do with those things and learn to tame them and get rid of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But at the end, it was like, God made me and he working on me. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
He said, you might look, it's damage to you or other people, but to me, it's good.
No doubt. No doubt. So I gotta pay some bills first. So
let's pay them bills.
Pure Hookah Lounge, 3419 Main Street.
That's right.
Kansas City, Missouri. They've been putting on for me for a while. We've been doing this for a few months. Hold on. Excuse me. They've been taking care of the kid. They let me come down here and show me love and show my people love when they come in and yell good days, great nights. So they've been taking care of them. So it's been a vibe.
It's amazing. I've never been in here either.
Man, this is I fell in love with the walls.
Yeah, I seen a picture and I was like, when I got, I said, oh, this is what I
fell in love with the walls. And cause we were shooting at the cigar lounge too, and my cameraman, my guy, my co-founder, he was like, man, I don't. He said we need some vibes. So we've been in here every time, and they always take care of me, man. If you're in the area, you know what I'm saying, come through, shop with them. Kids, 4. Yeah. How has that been a mother? How's it been a mother of 4?
Oh man, stressful sometimes, but good all at the same time. It's a learning process for real. But
tell me about it.
Where do I start? Mother of 4 started. I had my first son when I was 15. Yeah. So I had no idea what to do. Right. So we kind of grew up. That's like my brother, more than my son.
Grew up together.
We help each other. That's like my best friend.
Yeah.
So with him, it's easy. But with the other ones, me and him went through the struggle. You know what I mean? But with the other ones, we kind of hid that from them. So with them, it's a little bit harder. He's easy. But with them, it's like I got to try to show them, but also protect them from it too. Yeah. But it's super stressful. But I also thank God for the opportunity to go through those ups, downs, turns, and all of that because it's making me grow as a person. And also, I know that eventually, like my son now, looking back, he's 19. We have conversations, and he's like, Mama, I understand why you said that. I understand this. And I can't wait to see them when they get older, the decisions and the choices that I make, executive decisions, as I call it, was for their best interest. Not because I'm trying to run your life, but this is for you, but also for me too, because I ain't never known a love like this before ever in my life. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm growing more as a person day by day and knowing, even growing up, my mama didn't, when stuff didn't happen, maybe this is why, because she didn't know either. Yeah. So it's just a growing thing. You grow with your kids too, but also have to be on a different level to make sure this stuff balances out right, even when it don't. If that makes sense. It's hard though.
No, that makes a lot of sense. So do you think like you know, how you, like you just said, like your mom didn't know. How long was it until you, like, seen that and was able to forgive her for not knowing?
You know what's so crazy about that? I love my mama.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'll tell you, I need some tissue. Don't do me like that.
No, just talking. We can talk about
I
it.
never.
Yeah. Still working on it.
No, it was like.
Yeah. You're okay. You're okay. We're just talking. So it's okay.
I never looked at her no kind of way.
Yeah.
Because I'm just,
Yeah.
you know,
Moms do no wrong.
promise you.
Yeah.
No matter what she did.
Yeah.
Up until, like, recently, you know?
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
when I'm older and I know now.
Yeah.
So everything she did to me, I didn't care. I would accept it no matter what. It's my mama.
Yeah.
So I would forgive her and forgive her and forgive her.
Yeah.
Even for the worst stuff that we went through, you know?
No doubt.
So I'm going to say the worst thing was as an adult, what I went through. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm a little crybaby sometimes, y'all.
Virgo's
My life
hard.
is
It's
real.
okay. Yeah, surely, I don't
Hey,
care.
It's most
Shoot.
definitely real for me, but
You almost got me. I had to look up.
yeah,
I'm
my
holding it in.
bad. I love that lady for real. So
Yeah.
it's like I always forgave her.
Yeah.
Like, but I was telling you, as an adult, I went through. Like last year was crazy for me. I didn't know if I was gonna live or die, type thing, and you know she wasn't there.
Yeah.
So that right there was the hardest thing. Like it hit me, woo,
Yeah.
harder than the worst stuff I've been through as a child. And I was mad, I was angry for a minute, but I still, it was like I wanted her. You know what I mean? So I hadn't talked to her for almost a year, then finally talked to her and told her. She was like, forgive me. And I'm like, I forgave you a long time ago. Because it's like I never could not forgive my mama.
Yeah.
It's my mama. I love her.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't even say, you know what I mean? I never, ever held a grudge against her. I love her too much.
Yeah.
I don't even know how. You know what I mean? As much stuff as we went through.
Yeah.
I love that lady. Only thing that was like, I can't do it with her no more was when I was at that age and I needed her the most. She wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I still forgive her. I'm just hurt. That's it.
And we all have that.
Yeah.
We all have that hurt and that pain.
Yeah.
I held a grudge with my parents for a while.
Did you?
Yeah. They wasn't together. It was blending different families. It was going different ways. It was set up that my life would be a forever wheel of not being able to break certain generational curses. So I looked at it and I'm like, man, y'all have both y'all parents in the house. Why be selfish and not have
Right.
all of us in the house? You see what I'm saying? On holidays, why is it distant? Why we can't be like other families and be together? You know? My dad was, you know what I'm saying, he was firm, but he was fair. You see what I'm saying? My mom knew love, but she knew love in the way that her parents taught.
Exactly. Yeah.
So on Christmas, you might get 12 gifts in 12 bags, where my dad was like, just throw that stuff in the bag. One bag, Charlie,
Yeah.
and it is what it is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you look and you live and you learn in that. And my resentment was a lot of other things. Like I felt like they were tough on times where they didn't have to be tough with each other. So then you get some of those traits, you know. And then when you get them, you mad. You mad. It goes back to like Tyrese. He has a book, How to Get Out of Your Own Way.
I didn't know
His
that.
first book, before the Run DMC, when he had a book, and the book was so cool. He said he was in the pool with his mom, and he was asking his mom, "How was my grandmother?" And she was saying everything. And he looked at her like boldly. He said, "Man, I'm in the pool with my grandmother, not my mother." And his mother got out the pool with an attitude because she was sad that she had become the very thing she didn't never want to become. Oh, you see what I'm saying? So I did for a long time. It takes me days. Some days I look at it, you know.
Oh, my.
I played the middle child, you know. Excuse me, I had to play the older child at times that I didn't want to play it. Sometimes they depended on me to keep the family together. And I'm like, man, I'm a kid. It's not what I'm supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? So it's different than that. So when you look at it, you know, so I understand it in its entirety, definitely. So I got a question.
Oh, wait. Can I piggyback
Come
real
on.
quick?
Come on.
You know what's so crazy? That you said that when you said that to his mom. One thing that I always did my best not to do was to make them same mistakes. And when I realized that I felt like I was being her,
Yeah.
I always try to do something different.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though I wasn't mad at her,
Yeah.
I still always try to do the opposite of what she did that made me feel how I was feeling.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy. And then with you feeling how you feel, like my kids now, my daughters are kind of like giving me the blues. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm making the right decision for them. But how you feel about your mom, my daughters may feel like that about me.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So dang, that's hard when you said that kind of hit.
Man, listen, but the reality of it is you got a choice.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can hold on to it, and it'll hinder you, man.
Yeah.
I'd probably be long. You know what I'm saying? They say honor that mother, that father. I probably would be so far way past where I'm at in this season had I been more understanding. You see what I'm saying? Because this thing really does not come with a manual. You see what I'm saying? You'll wake up one day and you think you're doing the best you can do as a parent, and your kids or somebody will remind you that this is your version and not the version, and then you got to compare your version to theirs, and you go back and forth with it. You see what I'm saying? So with my parents, man, I was hurt a lot of times. You know, I remember I used to count how many times my mom said I love you. You dig? At a young age. Yeah. But it wasn't on her. Her parents just say it. You see what I'm saying? I can remember my dad telling me no to things more so than telling me yes until I got older. Yeah. But he was like, bro, it was just certain things I didn't want you to see. Yeah. And now it's like you try to do the same thing to your kids, but sometimes we crippling our kids because we don't let them see behind the curtain. Then when they're exposed behind the curtain, they lose their mind. We lose our mind. You see what I'm saying? Like we jump out here and we out here, we like, man, I'm in the world. This is what they've been hiding from me. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
My daughter.
So when you see it, it's like, man, don't hide it from them. Yeah. I don't say push them straight into it, but as they learning and they going through, they gonna bump their head. We all bump our heads. We bump our heads every day as adults. Yep. Sometimes the only person that sees it is the man above, or that's what we think. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that see you.
Dang, I needed that. Okay.
I appreciate y'all. You know, I got you. Yeah. We're gonna stick this thing out. So when you look at writing, it looks like we got three on the table.
Yes.
3 books, right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you're giving your kids like a service, or a disservice, like by like how you raising them, being an author, things like that? How do you feel like you're doing for your kids?
I feel like a service to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Because they proud to say, yeah, my mama wrote books. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like my son is currently in a situation where I had to send him these books, and they everywhere. He's proud of his mama, but not only that, but they helping the people that he's around right now that can't do nothing. So he's proud. You know what I mean? And my daughters, they are too. But this book here, this Don't Judge Me.
Come on, lift it up.
I'm sorry. Don't Judge Me. I'm just being honest. This kind of go a little bit into one of those things, like you said, don't hide it. Because I didn't know love, you know what I mean? I didn't know how to love or connect with my children when they were younger. So that's in that book. So that may, when they read it, make them feel like, I was happy you wrote a book or these books, but then this one is like, you didn't even love me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it was because I didn't know love. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to explain that. So I'm doing them a service by, doing this and leaving them something. And people, they like, okay, when they read these first 2, well, this one painted to purpose to see me come from a broken place, suicide, all of that, and to be where I am now. They happy about these, but this one might break them down. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes kids ain't ready for that. That's why I try to shield them so much. Right. But I had to get it out, and not only for me, but for them and for the world, because that's what God told me to do. Like 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I'm talking about, I'm writing every morning. I was up writing. Yeah. For like 5 days. I think it took me 5 or 6 days to write this book.
Which one?
This one.
It took only 5 days?
Yeah, about 5 or 6. Yeah, this one too, though. This Painting to Purpose. Because it's like, he'll put it on me, and I can't sleep. Yeah. I'm up. When I say I'm up every day, I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what do you want?
Yeah, I'm trying to get some sleep. I just need a little bit, 30 more minutes.
So I just started writing, and that's what it was. And I was like, he did that for a reason. And a lot of people, I get the feedback of, this is my favorite one, because I said a lot of stuff that people didn't say. Gotcha. Like when you spoke about mental illness, awareness. Yeah. I have a mental illness, and I spoke about it because our culture, we don't. Yeah.
Why you think that is? Why you think we don't speak?
I think we don't speak about it because we judged. Yeah. Because nobody wants to be crazy, as people call it, but it's not really being crazy. It's really it's a disability. It's an imbalance. You know what I mean? Chemically. Right. And people don't want to look at it from that perspective. They want to look at it from, they think I'm crazy or I'm losing my mind. Like they don't, like when they think of mental illness, they think of a person who is like out of their mind, don't know what's going on. When that's not the truth.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes when you imbalanced or when certain things happen, you not yourself.
Right.
But it's like you trying to fight to be and you can't get out.
Yeah.
So I think that people are scared of the stereotype that you're a crazy person when that's not what it is. It's really an illness. And I feel like it needs to be recognized because that's the problem with a lot of people.
Right.
We're suffering from some kind of illness.
Yeah.
And they don't want to acknowledge it. And so it just goes on
Right.
and on and on.
And then I think we label them later on as vices. We add vices to the illness.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So 5 days. So
Yeah.
so let me tell you a little bit about
Okay.
another Virgo. I want to write.
Come on then.
My biggest thing is I go back and write 3 or 4 lines, and I go back and proof it. So was you just flowing?
Stop. Most definitely. Don't proof. You don't proof. You write it and then you do that later.
Yeah.
And don't even proof it. What you do is you write it.
Okay.
And then I didn't even read it. I'm going to be honest. This one, I listened to it because it's on audio as well.
Okay.
So
are you
I
using your voice or you got somebody else?
No, I had this lady do it. I wasn't ready.
Okay.
I didn't have she had all the setup. That was her job.
Okay.
You know, I only do one.
I do my role. That's dope.
That's
That's
it.
dope.
She did her thing. So, but I didn't read it, and people like,
Yeah.
what? I listened to this one, but I didn't want to because
Okay.
I didn't want to change anything. I wrote it and I sent it to the editor.
Okay.
And the editor, she went through and she made her stuff, and I trusted her because this lady I felt like was a godsend.
Yeah.
And she did this one. She didn't do this one. She did these 2.
Gotcha.
So I sent it to her, and when she give me my feedback, I trust her.
Yeah.
And from that, I start the whole publishing process, the self-publishing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I want to take this one further. Something was just like this one. Yeah. So I put it on audio. But these other 2, I haven't read them.
Okay.
I haven't. But yeah, don't proofread.
Okay.
Because that Virgos, we overthink, we overanalyze,
Yeah.
and we'll go back and forth like, this don't sound right, this don't sound
This ain't
right.
gonna be good enough.
Yeah, because even when I listen to this, I'm like, dang, I should have said, no. That's not what he wanted you to say.
Okay.
Even when I feel like that ain't kind of, you know what I mean? That don't feel like that's what happened. But maybe it's what happened for real and I just made up something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? To help myself. But you just need to write. Don't prove. Don't go back. Just let it flow.
So just go into the editor 1-2 times and it's over.
That part.
Okay.
I self-publish. So I go through the whole, I got to get the book cover. You know what I mean? Create that and go through the whole thing. But once you write it, send it to the person who do. Everybody has a role, ain't there?
Everybody got a role.
Send it to the editor. Let the editor make the adjustments that need to be made to make it make sense.
Gotcha.
If something is off. But you don't do that. You read it afterwards. Because you would change it.
Hey, listen, you just blessed me right there. And I think a lot of the people, because I've talked to so many people and they got like, I want to write.
Yeah.
I want to write movies. I want to write this, but is it the right time? Is it the right way? Is it going to be understood as this? Is it gonna be
Yeah. Yeah, because you sensitive about your shit, right?
You heard her. You
Most definitely. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I was scared as that first. This Pain Into Purpose one.
Yeah.
This one right here. It's my baby for real. This one is my baby. But this one, this was my heart on my sleeve. This was, I'm talking about all out,
right.
No sleep. You know what I mean? Literally, I was the most vulnerable in my life.
Yeah.
So I was scared, but I sent it. Once Nipsey Hussle was like, I said, you know what? He left so much stuff for black people. You know what I mean? I said, I got to leave something. I got too much in here. Man, write. That's the best advice. I can write it and send it off.
Okay. So,
and then check it later.
So in that, you laying this thing out for me.
Yeah.
What's your dreams? What's your dreams?
You know what? It's so crazy. So the first thing was to write my books because I always wanted people to know who I am. Because a lot of people know who I am, but they don't know who I am. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They know, I don't even want to say, they know this other person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they don't know the person that I feel like we all get reborn.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they don't know the person who God made me to be. So I was like, let me write these books so I can get that person out here.
No doubt.
And not in like, I love God. I'm overly obsessed with him. But he made me a way to where I can relate to my people. You know what I mean? So I was like, let me write these books. That'll give me a platform. After that, I wanted to be able to go speak to people like a motivational speaker. And even if I didn't get paid, not a dime for it, I wanted to do that. And then from there, I wanted to be able to open up, like not nothing huge all over, but just a place where women and men could come and express themselves, or come and, you know, have somebody, a mentor, different things like that, so they didn't have to hide.
No doubt.
Because I hid for a long time, you know what I mean, from a lot of different things. So this is just a platform to get who I am out there for people to trust me enough to listen, and then to come, and then to open up as well, so we can help, because that's a problem in our culture, our society, is that we don't have enough of me out here.
Right.
We don't have enough of people that we can trust, so we hold it all in and then snap.
Definitely snap.
Yeah, so I just didn't want that. That's what I want to leave. That's my dream.
Okay.
If I don't get $1 for that,
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's bigger than money.
Gotcha.
So that's it, really.
Got a homegirl. She got a dream. She recently started a candle line. 210 candles.
That's dope.
She got, I think that one I'm burning right there, I think that might be 90s kind of vibe.
Is that what she got?
You know, like back in the day, that was the cucumber melon back in the day when we was little, you know.
Where
and then this was nostalgia.
Okay.
Check her out, man. Everybody check her out, man.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you go check her out.
Smell good, too, just how y'all know.
she got something working, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she came aboard this season. She gonna sponsor some candles and everything. She also has a cleaning business that she just started.
Okay.
So she's making a move. She got a dream.
Most
No
definitely.
doubt. So what's your legacy?
Oh, dang. I should have Googled that. No, I'm just playing. How do I even put it into words? Let me see, what would I say? Honestly, I don't know exactly how to say it, but one thing, I just want to be not looked at as I've been called so much stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The legacy I want to leave is a woman of God who did her best to be her, and to bring people to God, and also to leave something for people to, like just an avenue, to open doors for different things and different people. I guess that's how I would say it, but I always want things to be God-based, because even if you're not a Christian or whatever,
come on,
it's nothing happens by coincidence. It ain't luck. It's not none of that. Your life was already written. You know what I mean? And I feel like no matter if you got a mental illness, no matter if in this book here, my fiance died. Before him, I lost all my kids' father. You know what I mean? Like, life happened to me. But it's okay, though, because at the end of the day, I was talking to my friend. I was just telling her, like, I feel like we all, of course, are a body of God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we all are living sacrifices. So, speaking of that, so my business is Sign Her LLC. And what that is publishing, of course, but it's also motivational speaking. Then I want to start, I'll have a girls group. That's what I want to start first, and then I'll start, it's called Him.
Yeah.
But I ain't got all the details on that yet. But Her is, it's an acronym for Heaven's Earthly Radiance.
Okay.
And I feel like, because, we angels. I believe that. You know what I mean? And it's all how you use what God gave you while you here on earth.
Gotcha.
So to me, it's my smile and everything else that He put in me. To every room I come in, my personality, it radiates. It light up a room. So I want women, or her, of course, that's for women, to know that no matter how you feel or God put you down here to bring something out. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah. But that's just what I want to leave behind, and for people to know, like, hey, not even just women.
Yeah.
God put you down here for make a good, leave a good impression. Show them who balls. God got it.
Gotcha. So with that, does it get tiring?
Absolutely. It's draining. Very draining.
Because of the shield that you have to put on, to block certain things out, or is it just because the cup is getting emptied and not getting refilled?
Absolutely. That's what it is.
That's what it is?
Yeah, and I didn't know how to do it. Yeah. Well, I did know, but I just didn't do it. That's what I'll say.
Gotcha.
Because I pour so much into people, and then I feel like that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then instead of going and recharging, you know what I mean, and reading or whatever, or even resting, I would get up and do it again.
Gotcha.
If that's family, if that's a friend, it was just I was wearing myself out, and I still do it sometimes now.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean? But it's very, very draining, because, again, you cannot give anybody anything if you are not full.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about food. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta feed your spirit, man. On the inside, you got to be full. I read a book, matter of fact. Oh, it was so dope. What is her ethic?
Okay.
Ashley Antoinette.
Okay.
And in that book, you might look, it's a hood book, whatever, but they made a point to say, it was a pastor said, you want to love people and you're empty. He said your cup should always be full.
Yeah.
And what you give others, your cup in a saucer, basically. What you give others is what's overflowing. And you always keep yourself full. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when he said it, I was like, dang, you know what I mean?
Because I'm sure thinking a whole different way.
I promise you, me too. But he said your cup should always be full. You know what I mean? And the overflow is what you give other people. So what comes out, you got to put that back in, but it should never go empty. Because if you do that, how do you even love right? How do you love? How do you do anything if your cup is empty? You give people the outside, the overflow. That's it. Said it wrong. They said it wrong, and I was like,
Yeah, I've been living my life for a long time, thinking like just pour it out.
no,
Yeah.
no. Because then what do you have? Like you said, is it turn? It's draining.
Yeah.
You have nothing to give. What are you giving them? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That makes
It's an empty cup.
basically.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Why do you think we do it then? Like, I know we taught that. Like, we taught a lot of things. Like, you know, parents say don't do this, or the world says don't do this or don't do that. What do you think it is that makes not just a Virgo, just a person in general pour their cup out into other people? Like, what is it?
Sometimes, well, the first thing you said, but like in my book, I feel like some stuff is a learned behavior. That's first and foremost.
Okay.
Because instead of trying to figure stuff out on our own, we go with what we learned and we use that thing and we carry it through life.
Yeah.
And I think that's a mistake.
Right.
You got to learn stuff for yourself in order to know. And then other times, I feel like people want to be accepted.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So they do so much. I'm that person. I'm going to say was. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
But we want to be accepted, so we overdo it, overcompensate. We wear ourselves thin for other people.
Yeah.
So we can feel accepted, so we can be a part of something and forget about us. At the end of the day, it's beneficial for them, but you're done.
Validation.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely. But then some people, if they do it right, then they be cool. You know, their cup is still full and they giving people the overflow. Like, for real. That's it, but I feel like it's validation and just trying to want to be a part. I went through that a lot in my life, and I just decided, like you said earlier, generational curses are real.
Yeah.
And somebody got to break them, because that also can be one. And you got to stop that thing. It's hard. But I'm talking about, it's like you going through people with it detoxing or cold turkey. I'm talking about shakes and all. But you got to go through that, because that's when you get your peace, and when you learn what to do. Is take care of you first, even when it come to your kids.
Yeah.
It's hard, though.
I definitely think it's hard. I think, and if you don't do it in a timely manner, he'll do it for you.
Most definitely.
Because it'll kind of be like, all right, keep doing it. Okay. You know, he kind of looking at the clock. And he in his mind, he already know I'm going to let you go this far. And then
Tell me about it.
And then we're going to stop it.
Tell me about it.
But when I stop it, I'm going to stop it to the point that it's going to be so uncomfortable to the world, they're going to swear you acting funny.
And guess what? It's funny you say that.
Yeah.
Because when I made the decision last year, I was like, I'm done. But God know me so well that it's like, yeah, all right. No, you're not. But you got to be.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I have epilepsy.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I got sick. I started having seizures. It started with, one thing it caused, like with the trigger, and it started trickling down. I started having seizures real bad. But I had made a decision before then. If don't nobody break this generational curse, because now it's going down to my children, I will. So I separated myself. But I feel like if I didn't get sick, because I got sick, and I literally could not do nothing. I was on bed rest for months in the dark. I couldn't see. I couldn't walk. It was a lot. And I feel like I didn't understand it then. I was going crazy. I was depressed. But I know that, like you said, if you don't do what I tell you to do, I'll make you. And I didn't have no choice but to separate myself and let it go. Right. Because I was, I'm talking about 8-9 months. I'm down.
In the bed.
Yeah. Like in the dark. I was in the dark. Had to eat in the dark. I'm talking about get up, black. It's crazy. I fell down the stairs real quick, brief. Yeah. I had a seizure. I fell down the stairs. So I'm thinking, I'm cool. Go back to sleep, of course. I guess I had another one in my sleep. Well, I did. I tried to get up and walk, and I fell, hit my head on the door frame. I'm thinking I had a concussion. Found out I had a blood clot on my brain from the impact. Neck fractured in 3 different places. Spine pressing into my pelvic bone. They had to put rods in them, so I couldn't do nothing. So I had literally, they thought, okay, maybe this was before MRI. Keep her in the dark. Concussions, that's what they tell people, whatever.
Right.
Nah, it was deeper than that. I couldn't see.
Right.
Twice. First time I couldn't see, I'm like, I ain't never going to be able to see again. I couldn't talk. Like, the brain is serious. I'm like, dang. But I couldn't see. I was like, oh, my God, okay. Then when I finally was able to see, I felt like I was like, okay, this is for a reason. But then when stuff started happening, it made me I had that urge again.
Right.
So then I ended up wasn't able to see for like a week and a half. This time I'm like, it ain't coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then when it came back, I felt like I had a different vision. You know what I mean? Like, for real. He set my butt down now. And it was like, okay, God, I get it now. So this is what I got to do. Because he knew that I wasn't strong enough to do it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the plug for you.
Ooh, he pulled it.
And
I'm
gave,
talking about
but gave you a
way.
reboot. So now,
absolutely,
every day to see,
oh man,
it's a great feeling.
Yeah, when I'm talking about, it's the best feeling because I never thought that I would be me again. I have some side effects, of course, some things that'll never be the same again, but not in a bad way. I take it as a blessing.
Okay.
Because I didn't think I was gonna walk, talk, see, none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's still a process, but it's like, okay, God, for my peace.
Yeah.
For, you know what I mean? To break these curses, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Totally different. No, I don't care what y'all think now.
Yeah.
Because God said, "Oh, no, you ain't."
Yeah.
It's forced upon you if you don't. You don't need validation from nobody.
Yeah.
But me. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
But he set me down. Woo! He set me down. Now I was on a walker and everything, Al. It was bad. My kids was taking care of me. It was bad. I couldn't. I'm talking about carrying me up the stairs, giving me baths, everything like an old woman. God, I'm sorry. I don't mean to say it like that. But do you understand? Like, I couldn't do nothing for myself. I felt trapped inside my body because I wanted to say, I wanted to see. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I felt it. Then I didn't understand it. But now it's like, God did it for a reason. Changed my vision, changed my thoughts, different perspective. Everything is totally different.
Right.
So, yeah, he will force you, but don't need no validation, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
At all.
And I think we look for it in all the wrong places.
Absolutely.
Social media.
Ooh. Men, women.
Man, women.
Like relationships.
Friends. Situationships.
Oh, yeah.
Just all kind of things.
Learn.
Definitely friendships.
Yes.
I think that I think I said it before. Had a homegirl. Her and her old man was talking. They had a conversation, and they was about to blend the family. And he asked her, he said, "Man, why do you post your kids on social media?" And this is nothing against nobody that posted their kids before. I hate putting disclaimers out, but this is a disclaimer.
Yeah.
He said, she said, "Well, if I don't post my kids, they'll think that I'm not a mother and I don't have my kids. I don't do for my kids." So he said, "Okay." He said, "Let me ask you a question." So by this time, they done put me in the middle of it. And he said, "So if you don't post your kids, you're not a good mother?" She said, "Nah." I said, "So if you take your kids to McDonald's and you post them at McDonald's, you do realize there's going to be somebody that look at the picture and be like, oh, she broke, all she can afford is McDonald's." Right? But if you take him to Eddie V's, why you take that baby to Eddie V's? He's not even old enough to understand what that is. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we live in a world where it's always going to be a double side thing.
Absolutely.
So you got to find your validation within you.
Yeah.
And your validation in you has to really come from God and from understanding your purpose. And it seems like you have a great purpose, and I want to challenge you just to keep going. And turn some of these books and some plays and some movies and some scripts and stuff.
Painting to Purpose, I most definitely want to be a movie.
Yeah.
Because when you read it, it's like, what? This ain't real. And it's most definitely, it was real. It's real.
Are you using like a certain kind of some free game you can give somebody? Are you using like a certain kind of software to write them, or you just Microsoft Word and going?
Microsoft Word is what I use first.
Yeah.
And then once you have to format them. So you have to buy that. It's like Microsoft Office.
Gotcha.
Because you got to put it in a certain format to publish it.
Yeah.
But No, just Microsoft Word, just write.
Just
I'm
write.
saying the best advice I can give to somebody who want to write is
Just
just
write.
write.
Okay.
Either I wrote this one, pen first, and
Yeah.
then went back, typed it. Still, like I'm saying, I just typed it and sent it.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't want to second guess it, but do that. I say, that's the first step. Don't second guess yourself.
No doubt.
If it's on you that hard and you want it, do it. Do it, because ain't nobody stopping you but you.
Okay.
Period.
So show me all three of them again. Put them up for
Okay.
me one more time. All three of them.
This is painting to purpose. It's a little proof. This is painting to purpose, the first one.
Okay.
All right, and this is painting to purpose 2.
Okay.
This is okay. So this is battling grief through the eyes of her.
Okay.
This one deep right here.
This is deep.
Yeah, journals and everything raw. This
Okay.
one. So this one right here is painting to purpose 2.
Yeah.
Rebuilding this thing called life. So this is when
That's dope.
I came from where I was coming out of it, and
So out
then
of
realizing,
They broke you down in clay. Broke you down
I'm
to
talking
dust.
about,
Yeah.
woo.
Yeah.
And then just build me back up, and I realized at that point what all that was for. And I was like, dang, well, why I have to go to that guy? That's
Yeah.
crazy. So this one is, don't judge me, I'm just being honest. And you see all the different people. Look, you see, like today, this book right here is just my thoughts,
Yeah.
my views.
That's what
You know what I mean? And just like I said, just stuff I've been through and people don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Mental illness, rape,
Yeah.
all of that. You know what I mean? And the mental illness is what stemmed the rape, because I wasn't getting the proper help that I needed. So I'm thinking that I'm just, I'm going whatever. And I had a mental illness whole time and put myself in a situation and was raped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this book is your truth.
Yeah.
For real. And then it goes deeper, but I'm going to need y'all to go ahead and get help if you need it.
Right.
Before you end up in a situation like that, because you don't want to be there.
No doubt. And they all, can I find them all on Amazon?
Amazon, yes, absolutely. But this one is on Audible and also in Barnes & Nobles.
Okay.
Yeah, these two
On the-
are not in there yet.
It's in the store or it's on the
This-
audio?
You can get it in the store, and you can get this online.
Man, that's
You
my
can get all 3D.
hold on.
Yeah.
It's in Born Noble. It's in
This
Born-
one, yeah.
Okay.
And then Audible and Amazon, and these two are just on Amazon for now. Yeah, I haven't switched it over to them yet. This is a longer process.
Well, no, listen, that's dope right there, because you got to think. I always like walking past people's desks and seeing what they read, so I know it got to be a moment like to walk in Barnes and Nobles and see your joint in there.
God, you don't even understand.
Yeah, that's a goal.
I'm saying crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And then even the reviews, when I go
Yeah.
and read them, because I'm like, this is my life, but I wanted to put it out to see if it was really like, can I help somebody? And to read them reviews, I'm like,
That's dope.
God, yeah, I really did. Did I do that?
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm at my last question.
All right.
Emergency contacts. Things happen in the world. We just went through COVID, went through a couple other things. What would you say? Something was to happen to you right now. Who would you, first person you calling?
Man, that's crazy. It's a hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, my go-to was my son.
Yeah.
And right now he's incarcerated. We're gonna be real. We're gonna be,
Right.
you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
No.
Because I've been like, my boss, I guess.
That's
For
cool.
real, just to know somebody who gonna really show up for me.
Right.
Her name's Stephanie.
Yeah.
That's it, because everybody else failed me. But
Yeah.
I realized, and this, I'm gonna lead this for them.
Yeah.
The worst thing that I did, and the worst thing people can do is put expectations on humans.
Come on.
And when you do that, you fail yourself every single time.
Right.
And I did that too much. That's why I'm by myself now. And
Yeah.
I can't give you an emergency contact
No.
other than my son. You know what I mean?
But look, that's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna challenge everybody. Back in the day, we used to walk up and you remember the number. Something
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Phone go down.
Yeah.
They have school. Have a list of people they can call.
Yeah.
Have a list. On them days that it don't make sense. On them days that you battling. On them days that you happy. But make sure them same 5. You can call for anything.
what?
You dig what I'm saying?
Okay, I can have a list. You right. I don't talk to him every day, but I know.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So I got a couple actually. You right.
My
You
fear
right.
is just having people that I can only call for flat tires. Only call when I'm stressing. Only call when I'm this or that. You know, you want to have people that you can call for anything.
Yep, I got 2.
That's cool.
Now that you say.
We on the start.
Yeah.
Next time I check in with you, I'm sure you'll have the other 3.
All right.
So do me one more favor. Give me your social media where they can check you out.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
You know I ain't savvy.
Me
I'm
neither.
not savvy.
Me neither.
Instagram, I don't even know how you say that.
Just what it say?
It's signed her one.
That's cool. If that's what it
I
says.
guess.
Sign
Yes,
her
it's
one.
signed her one on Instagram. On Facebook, it's her officially.
Okay.
On Facebook, that's my business page. And then, all right, that's it, I guess. Okay. No, I had a website. Let me stop.
Come on.
It is www.signedher.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna push these books and see if we can get them out there.
Yeah. Also on my website, you can leave questions.
Yeah.
I mean, private.
Yeah.
Email me.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything is like hotlines,
Gotcha.
suicide, mental illness.
Yeah.
It's a lot of information on my website, and it's also in the back of my books as well. So if people need help or motivation, anything, I put any and everything on there. The stuff that I needed, I put on there too. So yeah.
No doubt.
That's my favorite one, actually. I built that website. Pats myself on the back. Took a long time, but I did that.
Talk your stuff.
So, yeah.
So, again, man, I appreciate you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Man, it's all love. Anytime you got some more stuff coming down the pipe or whatever, come on see me. Think of anybody you think cool enough to come sit down with me, send them my way.
I don't know nobody cooler than me, but no, I'm just playing. I got you.
My rule of thumb, never goodbye, always see you later. May God be your direction.
Absolutely.
We'll be your seatbelt in this thing called life. Till we see each other again, be cool, be safe.
Absolutely.